It's all good. You see me good?
Yeah, we good.
All right, got it. This one's bugging too. So it's all good. Just let us know if you can't check, make sure we good. Our sound is good. Because this one is tricky. Listen to that shit. All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom. Brother Kawas Malak, come at you with another lesson in this truth. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai on the highways and the byways and the hedges and the gaps. To prophesy the downfall of America with a triple K, as well as ushering the coming of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. Before we get started with this live cap, I want to give all praise and glory to our God.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash.
Once again, double honor to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, that rule well. Peace and salutation to the whole 144 elect. Like I said, coming to another lesson in this truth. My preface precept is going to be in the book of Luke 21, the book of Luke chapter 21, 36. The book of Luke chapter 21, verse 36. As we know, it's a lot happening. Judgment is popping like popcorn. You know, earthquakes in diverse places. If you can't, you hold that, Malak. I got that. If you can't find it, earthquake in diverse places. We got earthquakes in diverse places. Y'all know damn well that so-called peace deal, ceasefire, wasn't going to happen, Captain. You know, Amalek, the so-called fake JEW, not a Jew, he's not going to let America or Iran go without getting blasted on. Ain't no ceasefire with not a Jew, who we believe is going to, the scripture says, the least of the flock shall draw them out in the book of Jeremiah. We believe that they're going to be the ones going to initiate America with a triple K, DJT, to usher in World War III. So it's a lot popping. You better get right or get left. You want to get beamed up or burned up. You choose this day who you will serve. So I'm gonna grab this preface precept, and then you'll grab that one. Luke 21, verse 36, and it reads, Luke 21, verse 36, words of read of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. Watch ye therefore, right? And we're doing it. We're watching therefore. The Great Millstone, the Men of Black Doctrine. We're watching on the highways and the hedges. We're watching on our phone. We're watching on our computer. We're watching on our laptop. We're watching the news. We're watching in the heavens. Watch ye therefore and pray always that you be accounted worthy to escape all the things that are come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. So that's what we're here to do. Go ahead. You got it, Black.
This is Matthew 24, and I'll start at verse 5.
Right.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
Right.
All right, what you're seeing is all these different type of false prophets, all these different type of individuals claiming that they are the Messiah, right? You know, but they're not coming in the way that he's coming. Okay, so they're false. They're coming to deceive. And if you're not of the elect, you will be deceived by these individuals, man.
Yep.
Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. You're seeing, yeah, you got Russia, Ukraine, you got Israel and Iran. You also have I believe, I did a lesson on it last week, over 168 conflicts going on over the world, right? All throughout the world, which you have some in South America, some in Africa, right? Which are not being given the light of day. Because if it was given the light of day, it would further support the prophecies, okay? That everywhere you have many different type of wars taking place, okay? Which, hey, a major one is India versus Pakistan, which they're gonna align with either the BRICS nation or NATO, okay? During that time, and both of those nations are nuclear powered nations, right? They have nuclear weapons, you know. So these are wars and rumors of wars. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Right? So nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. All these different type of wars tying to once again. You know, and even inter-nation conflicts, such as Russia and America. These are both Edomites, but they're fighting one another. But also NATO, the EU, going at the US, which is ultimately going to come to pass. So that's what we're seeing, man. You know, and then on the pestilence and the famines are creeping up, and the pestilence we've already seen, and we're going to continue to see, come to take place, with 2020, 2021 being a main, you know, component. And regardless if it's man-made, all right, everything is ordained by the Most High. Right? This devil coming through and injecting these people, right? The origin of creating these viruses and things was ordained by the Most High to put it into that man's head, to go forth and put this pestilence out, and these man-made famines to go forth and put that out. And then you see what we know is the El Nino, the super El Nino, which is going to bring much famine, because it's going to bring droughts and it's going to bring floods, right? Which will also destroy crops. Got it, bro.
Good. Isaiah 25, verse 7. Isaiah 25, verse 7. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast of all people. And that's also part of what does this all mean? You know, the most Yahweh Shem Yahushua is removing the covering cast of all people. We know who Esau is, the so-called white man. He can't hide himself no more. We know who we are as the Israelites. You blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians. We know who Amalek is, the small hat, the fake JEWs, the Gargamels, the wide nose, the gutter rats. We know who Moab is, the Chinese, Ammon, the Japanese, Ishmael, over in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Elam, over in Iran, right. So now we know who everybody is now. So the both sides finally removing the covering cast over all people, and that has a lot to do with this. What does this all mean? We're at the end of the movie, so everything is being revealed. Now you know why. It says, verse 8, Isaiah 25, he will swallow up death in victory. And we're looking forward to that. You can read about that in 1 Corinthians 15. Yahweh Shai gonna swallow up death in victory. You can read about that in Malachi chapter 4. That's another reason why what does this all mean? He's going to swallow up death in victory. How do you expect to get a new kingdom unless you lose the one you got? Point blank period. If you want a new job, don't you got to leave that job and go to the new job? If you want a new kingdom, this has to be destroyed, man. Point blank period. Heaven's supposed to be on earth, man. And this white man, this is his heaven, but it ain't our heaven, man. So this place must be destroyed via ICBM thermonuclear missiles, man. Isaiah 25 and 8, he will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai power will wipe away all tears from all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from all the earth. Call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken it. Verse 9, Isaiah 25, and it shall be said in that day, lo, which means look, this is our power. Can't wait for us to say this is our power when he cracked these clouds, man, and what the world call a UFO. It's not a UFO. It's not a spaceship. It's not a UFO. It's a chariot. It's an identified flying object. It's what the angels travel in, man. It says, you can jump whenever you want. In Isaiah 25 and 9, and it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our power. We have waited for him. So what does this all mean? We're waiting for our power, man. If we could take Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, out of power, we would have did it. But we're waiting for our power, Yahweh, and his son Yahweh Shai, who are melanated men with beards, afros, and attitudes, to take this damn devil out of power. It says, and we have waited for him, and he will save us. This is the Lord Yahweh. We have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. Point blank period. That's his will, man. For us to wait on him, for him to take this man out of power, for him to crack these clouds, to promote World War III, right? To take the covering cast over all people, right? You got it, Malak.
This is Revelation 21:1 going downward. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
Right.
For the first heaven and the first earth will pass away, and there was no more sea.
Looking forward to the new heaven and new earth. This is a heaven to Esau, Edom, and Esau's earth. Job 9:24. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. So the Most High allowed Esau Edom to be a steward, so to speak, of the earth. He took it from our responsibility and gave it to this damn devil, and look what he did to it. So that's why we're looking forward to a new heaven, right? An Edom, a place of voluptuous living, a paradise, as well as a new earth, refreshed, kainos. Like you refresh a game, it's the same game, but it's a new one. But it's the same game, but it's a new one. You got it a lot.
Verse 2, and I, John, saw that holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from power out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Right, his men, man, the citizens. Men, you in the city of America, we are the citizens. So the new heaven, the new kingdom are the men who's going to make up the kingdom. We're going to establish the kingdom. And John saw us coming out of that chariot, Lord willing, part of that number, in new bodies, man. Supermen, black supermen, Israelite supermen, 144K black Adams, Hancocks. Want to jump in?
Yeah, you got, can you give me 2 Maccabees 5:19, I believe?
Yeah.
You know, because going to the point that we were a city, we were a people, Salakia, before we were a place.
Right.
So New Jerusalem is talking about a people, as the brother just stated, the men, right? So it's not talking about a city, you know, a building coming down, but it's talking about the men in those everlasting bodies, right? Coming down from power out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Now, that bride, right, prepared for the husband, the bridegroom. So we are adorned. We are, you know, virgins, first and foremost, undefiled, cleaned up, being in white robes, being pure. That's what it's talking about. Being purified, sanctified, as it said. Sanctified to be saints. You know, so we're going to be cleansed. A bride. You know, before the wedding, the wife, she get all her nails done and feet done and face looking good and everything. So she's adorned for her husband. So that's how we're going to be, man. Okay? Verse 3. And I heard, oh, you got it?
Oh, yeah, I got it. 2 Maccabees chapter 5, verse 19. Nevertheless, Yahweh did not choose the people for the place sake, but the place for the people's sake.
So wherever we are Jerusalem. Wherever we are, you know, we are Israel. Okay? It doesn't matter if we're still in that geographical land of Israel, but we're still Israel. Okay? We don't have to be in that land. We are Israel. We come from our forefather Jacob, man, whose name was changed to Israel. So we are the Israelites. Just as the Edomites are known as the border of wickedness, wherever they go. All right? They can live in France, Spain, Russia, Germany, America, Australia, but they're still the wicked. So it doesn't matter where they go. They're still the Edomites. And that's known as the border of wickedness, a nation full of wickedness. Right? So verse 3, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle, that's the house of power, Yahweh, is with men. As the brother stated, men. All right? So you women, you fall under that. The kids fall under that. So the 144,000 is strictly men. And then their wives, their families, their children fall under that. And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their power. And touching on another point you brought out, and Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, everlasting bodies, no more death.
That's right.
Neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Right? So finally we will be at rest. I did a lesson this week entitled No More Tears. Laying back in for a lesson Elder Micah Allah did, I think last week, you know, no more tears, man. We'll be in a position of rest, man. As you said, a paradise again. The earth will be allowed to grow, you know, and flourish once again. How it was during the time of like Pangea, right? When everything was together and everything was flowing and the animals were subject to us. How was Adam naming all the animals if they were trying to chase him and hunt him down? No, they were terrified. They were under his power, subject to him. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be in that position once again with everything being under the power, the authority of the sons of God, man. All right, with Yahweh Shai being at the top, you know, Yahweh above him, of course, right? And then King David under Yahweh Shai and the apostles, and then the 144,000, a rank and file. Got you.
Right. What does it all mean, right? Hebrews 10, verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me to do thy will, O Yahweh. So it was Yahweh Shai's will to do his father's will. How much more is men? What does it all mean? Now you know why we out here week in and week out on the highways and the byways, man. To prophesy the downfall of America, man. To usher in the coming of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai. That's why these earthquakes is cracking like, it's popping like popcorn. That's why this earth is shaking. That's why judgment is popping like popcorn. That's why you 2/3 Jake Negro Christian Latinos is being judged and you falling apart. Christianity is dying. America is struggling. Everybody going through it, man. Because the prophets, the men, the Lord willing, we're part of that number. We're ushering in the coming of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. We're prophesying the downfall of America. We're chanting down Babylon, man. So what does it all mean? It means judgment. It means prophecy. It means answers to the test. It means a new kingdom, man. And we're looking forward to it. And Yahweh Shai is in the volume of the book. And if you don't get right, you better get right before you get left. Point blank, period. You want to get beamed up or burned up, you better choose this day who you will serve, man. Verse 30, jump to verse 36. Hebrews 10, verse 36. It says, for ye have need of patience, long suffering, that after you have done the will of Yahweh, hit the highways and the byways, chant down Babylon, prophesy the downfall of America, right? Like I said, hit the highways and the byways. It says, after you have done the will of Yahweh, you might receive the promise, man. So what does it all mean? We want a new kingdom, man. We want to rule and reign in righteousness forever. We want new bodies, man. So what does it all mean? It means a new kingdom, man. It means judgment. It means earthquake. It means calamity, man. It is what it is. It's part of the judgment. You got one, Malak?
Khan, this is 2nd Ezra 8 and 48. Yeah, I start right there. In this also thou art marvelous before the Most High, in that thou hast humbled thyself as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous. So Ezra, even though the angels coming and talking to him, showing him things, he's humbled himself, right? So the more that we see the dreams and stuff of that nature that we have, we still stay in a humble, meek, position with our lives, man. Understanding that we're worms, that we have to endure and make it, right? Keeping it going. Verse 50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, right? All these type of things that the brother's bringing out, the earthquakes, the pestilence, the famines, these great miseries are happening because what? Because you walked in great pride. So what does it all mean? All right, we're touching on both sides of it. Why is it happening? Because these individuals are walking in great pride. Because you have denounced and despised Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And you've been given an opportunity to turn back and get right with him, but you don't care. Okay? Verse 51. But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. Such as be like thee. You teach to the wise of your people. Prophets hang among prophets. Okay? Such that be like thee. Okay? So it's not these individuals, they get caught up in a I mentality, an individual life. That's constant. Damn. All right, it's windy out here, man. Woo. All right, Salaki. Yeah, the water. So they get caught up in an individual life type of mentality, thinking they can do it all by themselves. Or such individuals such as Nate, which say they gonna bring the 144,000. It's their job. It's not your job, man. Right. All right. The Most High has brought back His prophets, so you're supposed to be around such as is like thee. For until you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plentiness is made ready, a city is built, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Right? We're walking into that, man. We're moving into that. Sorrows are past. Going back to that Revelations 21:4. And in the end is showed the treasure of immortality.
Right.
touching on everything we just stated, man. And therefore, ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. We don't give a damn about them. Okay, these people passing in earthquakes, things of that, we just chop it up as judgment. It is what it is. Okay, we don't. What does the scripture say? You know, think not on how the righteous shall be punished,
Yep.
but you know, basically upon how you shall be saved.
Yep.
So this is what you need to be thinking on. Don't get caught up in thinking on all this other stuff. Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, 21 goes into that, man. All right, don't think on things that are beyond you. So focus on your salvation. All right, again, a little bit more. For when they have taken liberty, they despise the Most High. That's pride. They despise. All right, they despise the Most High, Yahweh, thought scorn of his law and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous. You are the individuals that killed the prophets. You despised the prophets. You hated the prophets. You scoffed and mocked the prophets. All right, and said in their heart that there is no power. Noah Yuval Harari, Klaus Schwab, Elon Musk, all these individuals, man. You said in your heart there is no power. And a lot of you 2/3 Jakes, all right? 66% of our people, man, 2/3. Yea, and that knowing they must die. That's what it is. For as the things afore said shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that men should come to naught. The Most High don't want to destroy this whole place. All right? He has an apple of his eye. Those that are precious in his sight. All right? Death is, you know, for his precious to die is precious in his sight. For us to perish. Yahweh Ratzah, we be those men. So, you know, we're valuable to the Most High. But the heathens and the 2/3, when you align yourself and act as heathens, you become like a drop from a bucket. Okay? Verse 60. But they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him, which prepared life for them. And therefore is my judgment now at hand. That's what's coming. That's what you're seeing. These times where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is visiting the earth. These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee, and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, Who got those messages? The prophets. All right? Unto all men, no, but unto thee, and a few like thee. Behold, O Yahweh, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders, which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. In the last times, but at which time thou hast not shown me. I'm going to get this and you got it.
Yeah, take your time.
Chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently.
Right, and we're doing that now. We measure the times, man.
Yes.
Like I said, we're on watch. We're watching on our phone, on our computer, on the highways and the byways. You know, we're watching, man, watching the heavens. Man, it was like 5 earthquakes, man. You know, like when they looked around, it was like, you saw that, like the little
it was
ring.
6, yeah, in
6.
the ring of fire, they said.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, it's working, man. Whatever we're doing, like what other watchers like say, keep doing what you've been doing. Just keep it. We're almost out this piece, man. It's us against them. It's the godly against the ungodly. And we're going to win, bro. We're going to win, man. We almost out of here, man. Jacob's trouble draws nigh, man. Point blank period. What is that? Manufactured famine, no jab, no job, medical martial law, implementation of the armed body microchip, purge, civil unrest. It's imminent, man.
He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world, which he made.
He's doing that, man.
Right?
He's visiting his world through judgment, through prophecy.
The prophets are what you know is like story walkers, man.
Right. Yeah. I was trying to think of that name, story walker.
Yeah. I got that from it's this show on
show,
Amazon Prime called From.
Story walker.
And you have a female on there, which is a story walker. She's walking from this side. She jumps in this thing and she goes to this part of the story, looking at this happening, such famines and death happening. Then she goes to this other side of the story, looking at this event happening, right? And that's what we do. We're experienced in the past, present, and the future, which is in this book, and that's prophecy. All right, so we can explain to you the times of the flood. We can explain to you what happened in the beginning. We can explain to you how long we've been here. You know, roughly 12,000 years or so. All right, as the scriptures say, about 12 parts. Right, so we're experienced in giving you the understanding of the past, present, and future via Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man, pouring down the Spirit and making it known to us. So we're not just sitting here just going with the flow. No, we know what's about to take place. And being those story walkers, we coming and telling you, hey, this part of the story, we measuring that time diligently, and we're in this part of the story, brothers and sisters. So you need to what? You need to prepare thyself. You know, you got it?
Yeah, come on. I got two of them to back you up. Damn, let's see. I didn't drop. Oh, yeah, here we go. Second Esdras 12. I'm going to start from verse 34. Second Esdras 12, start at verse 34. I'm going to start at verse 33. Second Esdras 12, verse 33. For he shall set them before him alive in judgment, and shall rebuke them and correct them through his men, right? Verse 34. For the rest of my people shall he deliver with mercy those that have been preserved unto my borders, and he shall make them joyful unto the coming of the day of judgment.
Yeah.
Where
just to add to that, you know, well, you got some simple-minded Jake right there. Preserved unto my borders. We need to go back to Israel. Brother, we need to get on the ship and go back to Israel right now. We need to fly. We need to fly back to Israel. Yeah. We got to be in the borders. Nah, like we said, we was a people before we was a place, man. Right. So don't get it twisted. You got it.
Well, just like that, he was a Jake, but that looked like he might have came up a couple weeks ago. He was like, well, you know, y'all Israel, right? Where's y'all King David?
Oh yeah.
Why you not in Zion?
Yeah.
You know, so that's how they think. You really think Esau let you go back, travel to go back to Israel on a boat without blowing that shit up? A lot of people really believe that, man. A lot of Jakes believe we're gonna go back to Israel on a boat. Esau ain't gonna let that happen, man.
It's the same demon I say is like that Marcus Garvey go back to Africa type spirit.
Right.
You know, that's all it is. It's the same thing, man.
Yeah.
You're not. It's the thing that Jake fails to realize. You're not safe on this planet.
Right.
Okay. Wherever you go, that devil gonna come in, track you down, hunt you down, and get you, man. You can't live nowhere in paradise, bro. This is not a paradise. This is not your rest.
Right. Accept it. Swallow your pride in that. Fuck it. I finally got my phone working. Yeah, the volume is good on yours. Okay. Back to Second Esdras 12, verse 34 again. For the rest of my people shall be delivered with mercy, those that have been preserved unto my borders, and he shall make them joyful unto the coming day of judgment, whereof I have spoken unto thee from the beginning. Verse 35. This is the dream that thou sawest, and these are the interpretations. You only have been meet to know this secret of the highest. What does it all mean? Therefore, write all these things that you have seen in a book, and hide them, and teach them to the wise of the people, whose hearts you know may comprehend and keep these secrets.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
We'll talk about. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, I saw this Jake, man, maybe last week on TikTok, and he's supposed to. He said he followed Great Mills on all that, but he really don't. He was on this post on TikTok talking about, yeah, I met Ray J, I met Diddy, I met Jay-Z, I met all of these people, blah blah blah. He's doing it to like that's supposed to be like we're impressed.
Yeah, I'm important
or some shit.
Yeah.
That's not, bro. We don't give a fuck at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, those are not the wise of our people. We're not going forth and trying to teach it to Jay-Z or all these different type of individuals. Okay? Jay-Z ain't gonna, like the elder said yesterday, man. That Mo-ass nigga ain't gonna be able to, Yahweh ain't dealing with him. Okay? He's not gonna bring out the truth. All right? So you teach him the truth. What the fuck? He ain't, first of all, he's not gonna take it in. Okay? Then he's not gonna relay it out. He's not a prophet. All right? As we read in 2 Esdras 8, man, be amongst what? I gave it to thee and a few like thee. Okay? This is how you're supposed to be around, man. Men of like-minded. Wait, what's your name?
Be like-minded,
right? Be like-minded, right? So you're supposed to be of men that are like-minded. These moles in Hollywood are not like-minded. So you coming trying to teach it and you saying you know all these individuals. It's like you're going after people with fame and status and things of that nature. That's not gonna work out like that. Because that's not how the Most High ordained. And that shows you're trying to do it your own way. But now how the Most High has set it up, He wants you to go to the wise and the meek of your people, man.
Right.
You know, and something else you had said in there, the people shall be joyous to the day of his coming.
Right.
Well, we shall be preserved, man. This is Isaiah 65, you know, classic. But I love it though. 13. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. We shall rejoice. We shall be joyful during these times which are coming. In Jacob's trouble. Yeah, it's going to be a time of sorrow, but we're going to be preserved in the midst of that storm. Like, you know, in a hurricane, you have the eye of the storm. That's the calmest part. Right in the middle.
Wow.
The elect, the remnant, is preserved right in the middle, where everything around is crazy. But we're in the eye of the storm, man. And we're getting taken care of while everybody else is being flung around.
That's right.
You know, you got it?
No, let's go. I'm still looking for this. Go ahead. You got nothing?
Okay, Kyle, I just keep it going in that chapter, verse 14. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Everything that you put your trust in, your strong tower, as I like to say, you know, because Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is our tower. Yep. That's our refuge. That's our buckler. That's our shield. But everything you put your faith in, such as your money, your cars, your women, your job, your career, all right, your drugs, whatever it may be, you understand? All of that, you're gonna cry because of vexation. You're gonna realize none of this it's not helping. Edom is not helping you anymore. Okay, he's showing his horns, and you realize who he truly is in these days. All right, verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for Yahweh power shall slay thee and call his servants by another name, that he who blessed himself in the earth shall bless himself in the power of truth, and he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by Yahweh of truth, because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from mine eyes. So to tie back into the point, what it all means is these great judgments are about to be, you know, put on these individuals that have too much damn pride, and you're not humble, and you're not meek, and you despise the laws, commandments, and statutes of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai. All these judgments are going to be let loose. So ultimately, the doors of mercy are being closed. And on the flip side, the remnant, the ones that love Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and by love, that means you're doing the laws, commandments, and statutes and keeping the faith in Yahweh Shai. That's what love is. Those individuals are going to be protected, all right? You know, preserved in that eye of the storm. You got it?
Well, shout out to the brother on the comment board. Yawasop, King Yawasop, GMS, Hopeful Elect 777, subscribe, be edified, and King of Tazawam, Tazawam. I was
just watching them brothers up there.
Oh, okay, Khan.
Brothers be on fire, man.
Yeah, Khan. Bear with me, Tazawam. Bear with me. But bear with my phone kind of acting up a little slow. Yeah, Tazawam, Hopeful Elect. Subscribe, be edified. Shalom, Malakim, Yabashus Brakatah. We almost out this bitch. Shalom. I got one. Second Esdras 2. Second Esdras 2, verse 20, start at verse 27. Second Esdras 2, start at verse 27. Be not weary, right? Be not weary in well-doing, right? Don't get tired of doing what's right. Keep, you know, what does it all mean? Be not weary, man. We got to keep this going, man. You can't get weary. Go ahead, Malak. Jump in.
I did a lesson. And I don't mean to jump in.
No, go ahead, Malak.
I did a lesson this week. The title was The Importance of a Routine.
Wow.
Okay? It's important to have a routine, bro.
Right.
To wake up and pray. To wake up, pray, and put a lesson on.
Right.
To wake up, pray, and then do a live or do a video.
Right.
It's important to be in that routine because you have a habitation of peace, a habitation of love for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So you wake up and you jump into the spirit, you know? So it's important to, you know, establish a routine, man. Therefore, you have a structured life.
Right.
You're organized, right? We're going to be kings and priests, bro. Okay? You're going to have to deal with subjects, problems, and things that the heathens are doing in your kingdom, in your dominion, you know? So you can't be a disorganized person. So you got to fix your shit and correct your shit. So when you get into that position of power, right, ruling over a planet, you know, you'll be able to run it the proper way and the correct way. Right. So the Most High is telling us to develop wisdom because all the you know, it comes all into wisdom. So you gotta have a routine. This is why we do things purposefully.
Right.
We don't just eat because hey, it's breakfast. Let's eat. No, we don't just wake up and eat.
Right.
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 You know, we have a structured life, man.
Right.
You know, you got it.
They say
Oh, your repetition is a mastery trait.
Right. Yeah. The father of skill. So the more you that repetition, that routine, the importance of a routine, repetition. That's why the apostle that order of doing 3 videos a week.
Yeah, it's habit,
bro. You got to keep you occupied.
And I promise you, man. I remember when I started first preaching and teaching. It used to be hard to do 3 videos a week.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But now, bro, I find myself doing 10, 14 a week. Right? Because as I got into that routine, it's natural.
Right.
You know, it's not and not to say it felt like a chore, but it never feels like a chore to the now. It's like it's like you love it.
Yes.
You know?
Look forward to it.
And you can't, man, you came back into this habit. This is your habit.
Right.
So it's like, yo, you love to do this. Like, oh man, I can't wait to do another lesson. I couldn't wait to get out here. Right. You know what I'm saying? So and praying is the same. When you wake up and pray and you do that, they say it takes 16 days to build a habit. Right? You do that constantly, you're gonna do it without thinking. It becomes like in your nervous system, you got the ANS, and I believe the other one is the SNS. The ANS is automatic, like your tongue. You know how it moves automatically. You blink automatically,
like subconsciously.
Yeah, subconsciously. Gotcha. So you got you breathe automatically. Right. You know, so praying should be ANS. It should be automatically. Right. You got it.
Right. Second Esdras 2, verse 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, and it will come, what does it all mean? We almost out this piece, man. I'm telling you, man. Nero, DJT, Agent Orange got the American car manufacturers now going to begin to start making weapons. Bro, we almost in it, man. Shit's about to hit the fan, bro.
And the last, you got it.
No, please jump in.
The last time that happened was WW1, WW2. All right, nothing new under the sun.
Right.
The first roll, the second roll, or the third roll, the same thing gonna happen.
That's right, baby. That's right.
You know, you got it.
Because we know why they had that little ceasefire, so to speak, was to recharge their ammo and all that kind of shit. Now they back at it. They know but DJT, Nero, Agent Orange know that he's gonna have to get into it with Russia and China soon. He know it, man. He know it. So he's getting geared up right now. But the average 2/3 Jake Negro Christian backslide unbeliever ain't even thinking about it, man. So what does it all mean? We almost out this piece, man. When I heard about that, bro, I got so excited. I said, damn, this nigga DJT, no. He know we about to go to World War III, man. Wow. Yeah. That's beautiful, man. Yeah. Closer and closer to our kingdom, man. It is what it is. Like I said, how you expect to get a new kingdom unless you lose the one you got, man? It is what it is. In order to learn how to swim, you got to get wet. We got to go through it. But on the other side of that, it's going to be the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
So let's go. It is what it is. You got to move. You got to take all your furniture out your house, put it in a U-Haul, box up everything.
Yeah.
That's very difficult. Your back hurting and shit. But as soon as you move the furniture in, take everything out the boxes, now you can do this. You can chill.
Yeah.
You got to go through that little area. Go ahead, Malak.
Yeah, that's going into building that habitation. With both of those examples is perfect because swimming. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I love swimming, but I hate to jump in. I hate that beginning stage.
Oh yeah, you got to break the ice.
Cause I'm like, is the water cold? Is the water cold? Hold up now. Y'all saying it ain't cold. That shit probably freezing.
Yeah, it is.
But you jump in and you get used to it. You move around. Then you're used to it. Now you going underwater. You doing your thing. You going out. You jumping off the diving board. You doing your thing because you're used to it now.
Right.
And that's how it is with this truth, man.
Right.
You got to get, because you may have brothers, man, that are scared to go out on the corners, right? But you know the precepts. You know the laws. You know, and you feel it, but you just scared that you may get confounded or something of that nature. No, man, you gotta break that ice. Going back to, like you said,
be not weary.
Yeah, be not weary. Like you said, with moving.
Right.
Yeah, you may be moving into a bigger place, but you dread the pack up.
Yeah, man.
And to, you know, lift the couch and all of that.
Appliances.
Let's say you live on the 3rd floor. Now you got to bring everything down the steps.
Yeah.
It sucks in your mind.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you know, it's going to be for a better outcome.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. That's going to endure.
That's right.
We endure these times, man.
Right.
We endure these challenges to get into that better position.
That's right.
Right? You know, you got it.
Yep. 2 Esdras 2, verse 28. The heathen shall envy thee. They envy us now, man. Trust me. Jake E, Kisha Latino backslider, they envy us, bro. They do. They're not gonna let you know that they envy us. They do, bro. They wish. It was a saying that Ice Cube would say, "You will never be paid to play." We're really being paid to do this spiritually, but they're not on that level. They're not a professional. We're professionals in this knowledge, in this truth, in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And they want to be pros, but they can't be pros. Yep. They'll never be paid to play, to hit the highways and the byways.
The only currency that matters really is spiritual currency.
That's right.
What we're building up right now.
That's
Your
right.
damn dollar don't matter, man.
Right.
Okay, that shit is collapsing.
Right.
Okay, gold and silver, we're gonna be made more precious than gold. You understand? So we are the currency. All right, the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We are. It's a saying. They say when a wise man dies, a library goes with him. Okay?
Right.
That's what we are, bro.
Yep.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has built us up with all this knowledge that he has instilled into us. Where, what's the scripture? A city is saved by the wise man. In Proverbs, I believe.
Okay, let me see.
It might be in Ecclesiastes, but you don't got to get it.
Okay.
Just quoting it,
yeah.
Right? That wise man will be able to, you know, save the city by his wisdom.
Right.
Or, I believe it's in Proverbs, it's better to be a poor wise child than an old foolish king that's no longer admonished.
Right.
Okay? So wisdom ultimately, because that poor wise child, he has no money, but his wisdom, right, is the true currency.
Right.
So that is ultimately sending back to the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yep.
Right? So if these people had the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, they would know what's going on when these earthquakes and these things are happening. Mm-hmm. Right? But they don't have that fear. They don't have that love. So therefore, they're stuck. They're broke. All right? And they're already broken, but they just have to physically be broken down. But in the spirit, they're already broken. That's how we know you individuals are already done, because you're not spiritually built up. You spiritually have no currency. You have no treasures built up in heaven. You know, you got it.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna back you up. What you quoted. Ecclesiastes 9, start at verse 13. Ecclesiastes 9, start at verse 13. This wisdom have I seen also under the sun, and it seemed great unto me. There was a little city and few men within it, and there came a great king against it and besieged it, and great bulwarks against it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city. Yet no man remembered that same poor man. Mm-hmm. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Be not weary in this knowledge and this truth. Be not weary in hitting the highways and the byways. Be not weary with doing lessons. Be not weary in studying. Be not weary in doing tests and turning in your homework. Be not weary. It says, wisdom is better than strength. And we got it. That's why the heathen envy us, man. Because we got the answers to the test. They don't have the answer to the test. Because they know if they receive the answer to the test, they got to change their life. This knowledge makes you change your life. What does it all mean? Your life being changed as well, Jay. You don't want to change your life. Jump, you want to say something? Jump in real quick? Go ahead.
Oh, no, just a point on that is Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this come to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that the prophet hath been among them. All right, when all these different signs and things that are passing, which we told our people about constantly. Okay? You know, but the saying is, you don't understand, you don't believe fire burns until you get burnt by it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to touch it to feel it. So that's a hard head. You know, hard head make a soft ass. Yep. But in this case, a hard head is going to make a burnt up individual, basically. All right? Because it's you playing with the Most High. All right, it ain't really no, you know, he's gonna take away all the mercy, and his judgment is basically taking you out. Okay, and you'll come back, because with him, right, he knows that the spirit is gonna continue, so he'll destroy the. Oh well, Yahweh Shah said it perfectly, man. Fear not them that can destroy the flesh,
Right.
but them that can destroy the soul and the flesh in hell.
That's right.
Right? I'm not talking about no Sheol, but you know what I'm saying? And,
yeah, nuclear fire.
Yeah, nuclear fire, man. All right, and furthermore, in a mental hell.
Yeah.
He could put you in a lower state.
Yeah.
All right? So understanding this. So these prophets are going to be known, as it states in 2nd Esdras 16, you know, around the 70, all right, 69 maybe, right? In that day shall my chosen be known.
Right.
Okay? So this is who's being preserved, man, at the end of the day. So for you people that keep denying what we're saying, coming straight from the scriptures. All right? What's the issue? The issue is that you just don't like the Most High. You just don't like Yahweh Shah. That's the true issue. Got it, bro?
Yep. Real quick, let's finish this Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 9, verse 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Point blank period. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time and the strength of salvation. Right? We have the wisdom, we have the knowledge, we have the understanding. That's why the heathens are envious of us, bro. They are. It says, nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised. Our family members, man, they despise our wisdom, man, our understanding. The average 2/3 Jake, Negro, Christian, Latino, they despise our wisdom. It says, and his words are not heard. Right. They don't want to listen to the video. They'd rather watch Netflix, a porn, a soap opera, a movie, instead of listening to a video of the brothers.
Or the World Cup.
Or the World Cup. It says, the words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that rules among fools. So we're being heard to those that need to hear it. We're only fishing for the elect. So what does it all mean? Another reason we're fishing for the elect. Point, that's all we care about. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroys much good. You want to jump in?
Con, it's Ecclesiastes 12:3. As you keep saying that they envy us, right? This is Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
Right, the keepers of the house, all these Rothschilds, DuPonts, the Bilderbergs, right? Yep. Black Rock, Rory, Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, Bezos. Go ahead, Malak.
Come. And the strong men shall bow themselves.
That's right. You damn right.
You said wisdom is better than strength.
That's right.
Okay. So the strong men shall bow themselves.
That's right.
And the grinders cease because they are few.
Right.
You individuals that you said your strong tower, as I said earlier, is your career.
Right.
Your promotion, your job.
Right.
You know, your status.
Yep.
All right. You know how the scripture also says, to you women, the vintage shall fail. All right. You selling that box.
You shall lament for teats.
It ain't gonna happen no more. You know, it's gonna get to the point where, hey, it's gonna be so many women selling box. Box is gonna be at
$5.
Yeah, it's gonna be overstock of box. I ain't paying $200 for this.
Hell nah.
Same bitch look like you down the street selling it for $5.
$5.
What?
They gonna lament for teats, bro.
So, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Right.
Now the point being on that is the keepers of the house shall tremble. You don't fear somebody that you don't envy, that you don't, you don't fear somebody that can't do something to
right.
you. And why do they fear us?
Right.
That's another thing.
Right.
Because they know who we are. Okay? I'm not about to fear somebody that can't do shit to me, like, but they fear us, and we have no military, okay, which we do, a spiritual one, but we have no carnal reasons for them to fear us. Like you said last week, He's the man that owns the bank that owns
Yeah,
your house.
yeah. He said,
Yeah.
I'm the man that owns the bank that owns your house.
Boondocks. Yeah, so you got everything, Mr. Esau.
Yeah, he said, come on to your house then.
You know, you own the car. I'm paying a payment to you. I'm paying a mortgage to you. I'm
Shit.
paying bills. You own the water, electricity, all. But why are you scared of me? Oh, come on, man. It don't make no sense. All right?
God damn.
You got it.
Back in 2nd Esdras 2, verse 28. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, says the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And that's during Jacob's trouble, right? It's and now. It says, my hands shall cover thee, so that your children shall not see hell. So you got more kids than I got. You ain't got to worry about your babies, Yerumia, Micah Allah, Mashiach, all these babies you you Israelite brothers got. Don't worry about that, man.
Yeah.
Most I got that. He ordained for you to have those children. Yeah. He knew, oh man, Yerumia had another baby. Mashiach had another child. He knew that. That ain't a problem. He said your children will not see hell, man. He's going to provide for you, man. That's easy work for the Most High to provide for you and your children. That's easy work.
As long as these kids, hey, y'all listen.
Right.
You got to listen to your parents. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not sitting here and be like, my whole, hey, if they don't listen to me, shit, I can't help it. To be honest, I can't. Right. That goes the same with a woman.
Right.
Okay, your woman she tripping. She always bugging out, and why you always got to preach and teach? Bitch, she ain't listening to you. Hey, the Most High going to remove her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't get caught up and too attached to these things that we have. Although, yeah, they're our possessions. Your woman and your kids, they belong to you, right? But if they ain't acting right, the Most High will ultimately take them out. This is why also you set your house in order. So as a righteous man, you're supposed to set your house in order and set a certain standard in your house, right? You know, but we've seen it many of times, such as Samuel, where his kids was bullshitting. Man. You know what I'm saying? Eli, his kids was bullshitting. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So
Absalom was an asshole.
Yeah, King David, we seen it. You know what I'm saying? So just because your kid comes from a righteous man, it does not mean that your kids will be righteous. Yep. Right? So hey, it's just prayer, man. That everybody got to work out their own self. So yeah, salvation with fear and trembling. You got it.
Yep. 2nd Esdras 2, let's read that again. 2nd Esdras 2, verse 29. My hands shall cover thee, this is during Jacob's trouble, so that your children shall not see hell. Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, says the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You just brought that up. Verse 31. Remember your children that sleep. Those are children that got put to death during abortions and stillborns and things of that nature, right?
Yeah.
It says, remember thy children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the earth and show mercy unto them, for I am merciful, says the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Almighty. Embrace your children until I come. That means teach them, man. What's that? Deuteronomy, I want to say chapter 6, where it says, teach thy children in your house. Let me see if I can grab it real quick.
That's a beautiful point that you just brought up. I had a similar situation, like that happened. And, in the world, you have like a miscarriage or something of that nature.
Right.
In the world, a worldly individual, you get caught up on that. Our baby, he would have been here today. Yeah. He would have been 1 year old, but this truth, it comforts you through those type of situations, man. Where hey, the Lord just didn't want him to come. Okay? And that may be a hard thing for you to accept. But I'm telling you, this truth comforts you through that, bro.
Right.
All right? It comforts you through losing people. Okay? That, man, it's Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is beautiful in that. He comforts you, man. He's there for you when you need him. Right. So, the kids that you lose, do that type of way or whatever it means, you'll see them again. So the word Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for the comfort. Man.
That's right.
You got it?
So 2nd Esdras 2, verse 29, 2nd Esdras 2, verse 32 says, embrace your children until I come and show mercy unto them, for my wells run over and my grace shall not fail. So 2 Ezra 2, verse 32, led me to Deuteronomy 6, start at verse 4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord Yahweh, our power is one. Shema, Yasharala, Yahweh, Elohim, Yahweh, Achud. Verse 5. And you shall love the Lord Yahweh, your power, with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart. Verse 7. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children. That's embracing your children. Teaching them the name of the Most High and the Son, who they are, how to pray. What does it all mean? The stories in the Bible. And teach them to your children diligently until your children, and shall talk of them when you sitteth in thy house, and when you walketh by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. So you're supposed to be talking to your children, embracing them all day long, as often as possible, every example you can about Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Yeah. Like me and my grandson, bro, we'll look at the moon. He only 3 years old. I'll say, Yahweh Shai I said, we're going to go to the moon one day. Yahweh Shai can let us fly. His little mind be thinking and shit like, man, we're going to be, I'll bring Yahweh Shai. We're going to go on the moon. We're going to fly. So my point is, embrace your children. Yeah. Your Ramya teaches his children Hebrew, bro.
I do the same thing with my daughter, man. Yeah.
Teaching them Hebrew, bro, already, man. Yeah. So they'll know. So if we're not around, they can pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua on their own. Yeah. And Yahweh Shai will provide for them, deliver them, protect them. We just read that.
Yeah, and on that fact, you know, hey, that's beautiful. You know, we be watching anime. We watch Baki, right? And on that show, you got these fighters, and they can do all these amazing feats. And I'm like, that's coming straight from the scriptures, talking to the kids about it, letting them know we're going to be able to do this.
That's right.
You know? So it's like, man, we live, it's not a fantasy world, right? All of this will be made real, spiritual powers, things of that nature. Okay? I got a precept real quick.
Bring it up.
This is Zephaniah 12 and 8. In that day shall Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
That's right.
Not the geographical places, okay? But us, a people before we were, you know, a place.
Right.
And he that is feeble among them in that day shall be as David.
Right.
And the house of David shall be as power as the angel of Yahweh before them.
Right.
Okay? So, once again, going back to your point, wisdom is better than strength.
Right.
Okay? The feeble among us. Meaning, even the old man, 70, but he believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that man could be made strong, man.
Yeah, bro.
Picking up cars and throwing them shits. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you got to understand. Or going down to a young man, right, past the age of 12, okay? He could be feeble. What you would know is weak. He could never stand up to a man of military age, but through spirit, power, and strength of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, bro, he'll destroy him. He'll take him down.
Right. Our children, like I said, we may not be around, and shit may go down. But our kids, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, will handle the situation through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Bro, that's what it's about. What good is an answer without a problem, man?
Yeah.
The answer is Yahweh Shai. The problem is Jacob's trouble. The problem is Esau Edom. The problem is nuclear missiles. So the problem is, what do I do if I'm not at home? Well, bro, what good is a problem without an answer? Yeah. Yahweh Shai got that, bro. I don't worry about shit like that. That's the last thing on my mind. What if I'm not here? Why you think we're teaching them the name?
Yeah.
So they can defend themselves, man, through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and they words.
Yeah, excuse my French, but nobody likes a nagging ass bitch.
Right.
Okay? We were coming out here with all these damn complaints. Complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint.
Why?
Really, it's an insult to the Most High.
Right.
I can't. You act like I can't figure this shit out. You act like I can't do this for you. Are you like? Come on, man. I feed the birds.
Man.
Okay, feed the insects, man. It's locusts in the backyard of my house hopping around. I'm like, hey, these motherfuckers ain't dead yet. Y'all feeding them. He taking care of them.
Yeah,
he definitely gonna take care of me.
Bro. Yes, bro.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing, man.
And remember on the ship when remember Yahushua had said I forgot
yeah.
what he said. Let us go to the other side. He said it. But then the shit, you know, the waves started coming and hurricane, whatever, the winds was boisterous. Yahushua was asleep, right? And the disciples came to him and said, Lord, we perish.
Yeah, they got caught up in the storm.
We perish.
They got caught up in their mind. When all you need to think about is what he said when we was in the shore.
He said, let's go to the other side. That's what he said.
Hey, he said that, we going.
Why do you think he was asleep?
We gonna make it. The same thing happened with Paul. He said, nobody on this ship shall die, man.
God.
We all gonna make it. All right?
I gotta go through my job.
And he's not a liar.
Right.
Okay?
Right. Yeah, bro. So Yahushua was asleep. They said, we perish. You know what I'm saying? Yahushua was like, bro, oh, you have little faith.
Yeah.
No, so now I swallowed that. Bro, little faith means like a short burst of faith. That's what Jake, a short burst of faith. No, we got to have endurance, man. Like you mentioned earlier, endurance, man.
Yeah.
This is a marathon, not a sprint.
Like a sprint, yeah. Yeah, not a sprint.
Yeah, bro.
You know, and hey, on that point, man, King David was a perfect example of that. All right, having that faith similar to Yahushua, all right, similar to Paul, where everybody was terrified of Goliath. But King David, like, man, what the fuck? Y'all, this,
bro.
Yo, I'm Yahweh with me, man. All right? Can't nobody stand against me.
Bro.
Right? That's how you gotta be, man. Okay?
Bro.
Like you said, we gonna make it to the other side. Yahushua is saying that because Yahweh was with him.
Right.
So he can't no little ass C stop him from what he gotta do. Can't nobody stop us from our purpose, bro.
Right.
Stop letting all these doubts, fears, financial problems, shipwrecks, women problems, whatever it be. Don't let none of that shit stop you, bro.
That's right.
The Most High created all of this.
God.
Okay?
That's right.
He put those problems in front of you
Yes.
for you to deal with.
Right, yes.
You know?
To build your faith.
And what did King David do? He went out there, picked up a couple rocks, right? And took down that massive issue that all of Israel was scared of and terrified of. Because he had faith. Everybody had lost their faith. Even your king, Saul, right? Lost his faith. Okay? So, man, hey, you got it.
Yeah, you got one?
Oh, nah.
Okay, go to second, but you go to 2 Chronicles 20 and hold where it says, the fight is not yours, but Yahweh. It's like, you know, it's like halfway down the chapter. Okay, here it comes. Second Esdras, what was that? Second Esdras 14. Second Esdras 14, start at verse 13. Now, therefore, set your house in order. What does it all mean? Set your house in order, because World War III is imminent. The missiles are en route. Jacob's trouble is imminent. Manufactured famine is imminent. No jab, no job is imminent. A purge, a civil unrest is imminent. It says, set thy house in order and reprove your people, comfort them, comfort such of them as be in trouble and renounce corruption. Now, the reason I want Yerami to bring this out is because we ain't got nothing to worry about, man. There was three armies coming against us in this story. Esau, Ammon, and Moab. God damn. They came to jump us, bro. And Jehoshaphat was concerned. But he prayed to the Most High. And what the Most High tell him, Yerami?
God, this is 2 Chronicles 20 and 17. Ye shall not need to fight in this battle.
So we don't have to fight. We ain't got to worry about nothing, bro. All we have to do is pray. Pray, and believe and expect. Faith and expectancy, man. Yeah. We have faith and we expect. We have faith and we expect. Yeah. Bro, we live a life of expectation. Yeah. Go ahead, Malak.
Tell them watchers out, get a lesson. Expect the expected.
Expect the expected. You know? Which is in the book. He's going to do it again. This is easy work for the Most High to provide for us, to deliver us, man. You got it, Malak. What it say?
Ye shall not need to fight in this battle.
Beautiful to know. That's good to know. We worried about, oh my God. We ain't worried about that, man. We don't worry about the sky could be falling. We don't give a shit. We ain't worried about nothing. No fear here, ever. No worry flurries. No concerns learned. Go ahead, Malak.
Set yourselves
precious, man. Depend on him.
Yeah.
Him upstairs. Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua. You got him a lot.
Set yourself, hey, gird up thy loins.
Like a man.
Like a man.
But we're believers. So we got to believe something. It says, you are more than conquerors, right? We got to have something to conquer. You got to believe. You believe you got a brain between your head. You believe the Wi-Fi work. You turn on your phone. You believe your car start. You don't believe the Most High can provide and deliver you, man? Yeah. That's easy work for the power of the universe.
Yeah, you can't be carnal. Man, I was watching this Japanese movie, and this kid came and he said, the elder, he said, you're the new student. And he said, oh man, you are blind. All right, that must like be a terrible pain to live in darkness. He said, I don't live in darkness. The only darkness is fear. Okay? And then he told him, he said, can you see your heartbeat? He said, no. He said, can you see that grasshopper which is at your feet? And the little boy looked down, he was like, oh man, how do you see all this stuff?
Wow.
And the old man said, my young man, how do you not?
How do you not?
How do you not see all this stuff?
How do you not?
Right? So you can't be carnal. As he said in that, you know that your heart beating, right? You still alive.
Right.
Okay? So you got faith in a power that you can't see. I've never seen Yahweh. I've never seen Yahweh shine.
Right.
Okay? But we have that faith in them. We don't have to see them to believe.
Right.
Okay? And then furthermore, on that evidence, you know, for you carnal, it's so much out there. All right? The chariots in the Red Sea. All right? Lot's wife still standing to this day. You know, constant things out there. But the fact is, stop being so carnal. You got to see this. You got to see this. You got to see this. That would put you in that doomsday prepping spirit.
Right.
I need to, I need to know I got food in that time, brother.
A doubting Thomas type spirit.
Yeah, doubting, yeah.
Doubting Thomas.
Doubting Thomas.
We need to see. We don't need to see. We believe, bro.
Yep.
We are believers.
Yeah.
So act like it, live like it, pray like it. You got to believe.
Set yourselves. Set yourselves in your faith.
That's right.
Stand ye still.
Woo! Calm your ass down.
Calm your ass down.
What is it? In the day, be not hasty in the day. Damn, listen to the apocrypha. Like a quick decision.
What's that? Sirach 2, maybe.
Damn.
Be not hasty in trouble or something.
No. Where it says that like about a decision.
I find it. You can kick it.
Okay. Well, no, it's cool. Keep reading. I'll find it.
God. Stand ye still and see the salvation of Yahweh.
Stand ye still, right? Calm down, relax. Be not hasty in the day of trouble. I think that's it. Be not hasty in the day of trouble.
Yeah, I think that's Sirach too.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. Let's see Sirach. Yeah, be not hasty in the day of trouble. In other words, don't be in such a rush. Sirach, I'm tripping. I'm in Sirach 19. Sirach 2.
2 and 2.
Yep. Set their heart right. And Sirach 2, verse 2 in the Apocrypha. Let's start at verse 1. Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 1 and 2. My son, if you come to serve the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, and we have come to serve Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, prepare your soul for temptation. Prepare your mind, your will, your emotions for temptation. It says, set your heart aright. Backing up that 2 Chronicles 20. Set your heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Calm your ass down. You got to get them outside minimum 24 hours to get it done. We live in time. He doesn't. Calm your ass down. Chill. Take a nap. Take a walk. Pray. Seek ye first the kingdom. You got to let the Most High work. Remember the parable of the tree? When Yahweh cursed be the fig tree, and then no one will eat of you again.
Yeah.
And then they came back 24 hours later. Peter said, Master, the tree is withered away. Yeah. It took 24 hours to work. It took time. We're in time. Yahweh Shemeshah is not in time. So when he said, cursed be you, no one will eat of you again, it began to die. So calm down. Let the Most High work. Pray and chill. Set your heart aright. You do not have to fight in this battle, man. Damn, it's that simple, man. Hate to be so adamant about it. But Jake, Kiki, you'll believe a text message. You'll believe that 3-day notice. You believe your check will come in the mail. But you don't believe the book. You don't believe the Most High. You don't deserve deliverance. You don't deserve provision.
Yep.
You got it a lot.
You will put faith in that woman that
Time.
you're dealing with just to come and find out she got a whole man.
Man,
You know,
bro.
you'll put faith. Like I said last week, man. Jake put more faith in imperfect shit than the perfect.
Right.
Okay? And that's going into the scripture where it says they love the creature more than the creator. Okay? Jake loves to love imperfect stuff, carnal things, things that are designed to, you know, betray you. All right? At the end of the day, man.
Yeah, they major on the minors and shit.
Yeah. So, hey, reading that one again, 2 Chronicles 20 and 17. Ye shall not need to fight in this battle. Set yourselves, stand ye still, and see the salvation of Yahweh.
That's right. And salvation isn't just deliverance. It's power. It's wisdom. It's knowledge. Right? So the Most High is going to take care of us, man. We're going to see the salvation if you believe and expect, man.
Yeah.
You got it, Malak.
With you, O Judah and Jerusalem, fear not, nor be dismayed.
Fear not. That's a commandment, bro. That's a commandment. Fear not. What about you, Esau? Your weapons, your robot dogs, your drones, your super soldiers. I don't give a damn. Bring them on.
Yeah.
Whip their ass to pieces, man. Whip their ass in pieces like a sentinel. Just rip his ass apart like Wolverine. Just go through their ass.
Yeah, man, we're going to turn their TVs off.
Let's go. Looking for a reason to kick ass and take names. Looking for a reason, right?
But we also understand that the Most High has ordained these robots and these things to fuck you 2/3 up.
That's right.
All right? So we got to let them do their job. And we ain't touching nothing until we get those spiritual powers and made as battle axes.
Yep.
Okay? So we not out here trying to fight and gathering up ammo and guns and things of that nature because we can't do nothing with these. All right? Keeping it going. Tomorrow, go out against them, for Yahweh will be with you.
That's what he's going to do. You believe that? Why do you think we go out? He said, go out. He didn't say, well, sit here and wait, and I'll take care of it. He said, go out. That's faith. Faith without works is dead. Yeah. You gotta walk in faith. He said, go out. So you got to go do. Be not weary. You got him a lot. Almost done with that.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, all right, okay.
I got one though.
Go ahead, bring it up.
Exodus 14 and 13 going down with. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not.
Fear ye
Stand
not,
back.
man.
Yeah,
that's a commandment, bro.
Yeah.
Fear ye not.
Stand still.
Calm your ass down.
Same thing.
Shit. Jake, I've been there, bro.
This is the direct precept. I didn't even know. All right.
Go ahead.
And see the salvation of Yahweh.
See the salvation. Bro, I remember back in the day, man, you know, younger and shit, you know, in that Christian world. Man, I said, Most High is not in nervousness, bro.
Oh, no, hell no.
He's not. When you're nervous and fearful, he's not there.
Never nervous.
But when you calm down and relax, now he'll, okay, call so-and-so. Okay, go on and walk around there and wait. But when you nervous, bro, I've been so nervous. Well, I just kept making mistake after mistake after mistake until I said, bro, I keep fucking up because I'm nervous. Go ahead, Balak, what you gonna say?
Yeah, that's these bodies too.
Yeah, God.
Because Yahweh Shai had anxiety.
Yeah,
you know
he sure did. He sure did.
He had anxiety,
yep.
You know, in the Garden of Gethsemane.
Yeah, he did.
So I call them the Garden of Gethsemane moments.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Where that anxiety takes over.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? So that's these bodies, because he don't got nervousness now. He don't got anxiety now. Okay? So that's furthermore showing you when we are changed, we will have totally different characteristics in that sense. Not nervous.
Right.
Okay? Being fully, because it's no sin. You know, so we have also no fear of death. No death there. And we have no fear of death now. Because we understand we have the faith that, hey, we're going to be brought back. Right? So that anxiety and that nervousness will be done away with, man. You know, so.
You're right about Yahweh Shai. Because he said, let this cup pass from me.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what I'm saying? Get it done though. He said, he saw Yeremia and Kawas from the block. He saw GMS. He saw Apostle Tar. He said, not thy will, but not my will, but thy will be done.
Yeah.
For a minute, he was like, I can't do this. Like, you're right. He had some anxiety. He was sweating drops of blood. So we go through that with these bodies, bro. And I'm telling you, I learned my lesson, bro. Most High is not with you when you're nervous and fearful, bro. I don't give a damn. The sky is falling. The house is burning. Calm down. I don't care about the whole. Calm down. You got him a lot.
And he said the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing.
But the spirit is willing.
You know
but you got to let the spirit will by calming down. He'll never get involved in that when you're nervous. You got him a lot.
Yeah, keeping it going. I started at the top. Second Esdras 14 and 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of Yahweh.
You said second Esdras.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all, I'm in second Esdras. Yes,
Exodus 14 and 13. Hey, that's them bodies.
That's right.
That's these damn bodies, man. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of Yahweh, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. Yahweh shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. Okay? So, in all things, man, we allow Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah to work it out, to fight for us. You know, a simple car wreck or something, you know, individual bump you and, you know, they get aggressive or whatever. You know, we ain't gonna lash out on them. You know, we gonna hold our peace. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is gonna fight this battle for us. And he'll ultimately bring it out where we get some money from the deal. Okay? He'll take care of us.
Man.
He's watching over us. Yep. You gotta consider that your husband is constantly watching over you and he will protect you. If he's not protecting us, then he's not holding up his end of the deal. The Most High is not a liar, so he's gonna uphold his end of the deal. You know, as long as you're upholding your end of the deal. So going back to nobody likes a nagging ass bitch, right? Because honestly, all that nagging, all that complaining, where's the faith? Faith over fear, man. Okay? Yeah. So if you constantly telling, you know, you got these women, they be like, you ain't shit, nigga. You ain't gonna do this. You ain't gonna do that. Your homeboy, he making more money than you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna go, you know, nagging and all that. You know, that's how these women are. Don't be like that. As men, don't be like that to the Lord.
Right.
Okay? That's why you see Hassad talking about we had the names wrong. He was nagging in his spirit a long ass time, and then it finally dawned on him to leave Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah because of his incredulity, his unbelief. So the Most High kicked him out. Because a woman continues to nag and be against this thing, she's ultimately, you're going to have to cut her from your flesh, as it says in Sirach 25th chapter at the end. All right? You divorce her. You kick her off. You put her away. You know what I'm saying? You got it out.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9. Start at verse 13 in the Apocrypha. For what man is he that can know the counsel of Yahweh? Or who can think what the will of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is? Verse 14. For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable. So what does it all mean? That we tired of these wicked, carnal, sinful bodies, man. We're looking for a new kingdom. We're looking for immortality. We want to rule and reign in righteousness forever and ever, ever. It says, for the thoughts of mortal men are miserable, and our devices are but uncertain. For the corruptible body presses down the soul. You want to know why you dealing with silent depression, Jake? Jakey, Keisha, Latino, you're dealing with silent depression. You're really depressed, but don't know why. It says, for the corruptible body presses down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle, which is this body, weigh down the mind that museth upon all things. Meditate on all things. That's why you don't want to think too much. You can overthink. Stay in faith. Stay in faith. It says, and hardly do we guess aright. That's it.
I was looking for that precept. That's it.
That's it. Very next, that's the spirit there. And hardly do we get so right at things that are upon the earth. And with labor do we find the things that are before us. But the things that are in heaven who have searched out, and your counsel who have known, except you give wisdom. So calm down in order if you want wisdom, because your flesh is nervous, but your spirit is willing. And send your Holy Spirit from above, Baba Kushah, Shalak, Rakat, Padash. Forgot I said it in Hebrew all together, but send the Holy Spirit, Baba Kushah. It says, for so the ways of them which lived on the earth were reformed, and men were taught the things that are pleasing unto thee, and were saved through wisdom. That's how we're going to be delivered, provided for, preserved, is through wisdom. So what does it all mean? Seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh, and all these things shall be added unto you. Wisdom and stability shall be the strength of thy salvation. Point blank period. Roughly paraphrasing. You got one?
Kind of Proverbs 18 and 13. He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him. Woo. So wisdom, fear, right? Furthermore, even going into, as you're supposed to, fear your mother, fear your father, fear a brother and a sister. All right? You give a certain respect, okay, to a brother. It's no respect of persons. So, you give a certain level of respect. You fear one another, man. All right? So you listen, okay? You don't just judge a book by a cover. As the scriptures say, don't judge, you judge righteous judgment, don't judge off of appearance. So we hear the whole matter. All right? We get the evidence. Okay? We are what? We are lawyers in a sense. We are dealing with the law, so therefore we are lawyers. So we don't just, condemn an individual how an Edomite would do. All right? And because you got so many people, man, in these prison systems that are innocent. All right? And that's the Most High's will, of course. But the fact is that this justice system is a terrible system. Okay? Keeping it going. Verse 14, the spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear it. Going into that depression. A wounded spirit nobody wants to be around an individual that's depressed. All right, you're constantly bringing down the vibe. Hey, you brothers do this. I can't do this. Hey, you brothers, y'all do y'all thing. I'm gonna hang back tonight. Nobody wants that, bro. You bringing down the vibe, man. All right, we are confident, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. The scripture said, if you boast in anything, boast in the Lord.
Right.
Right? So we boasting in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We know he gonna take care of us, man. Yep. It's been many a times, bro, because finances is down, ailments. My back hurt right now. Shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we always can complain about something. But that's my point of the day. Yep. Nobody likes a nagging ass bitch. Yep. So I'm not about to sit and complain about everything that I'm feeling through this weak flesh. Right? I'm going to maintain myself and trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. One more. The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise.
What of the prudent?
The heart of the prudent.
A mind of the prudent, right? The mind of the wise, what?
The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge.
Right. We're getting this knowledge. Lord will acquire a number of men that are prudent. Go ahead, Bala.
And the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge.
And the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. You got to if you want the wisdom, you got to seek it. You got to seek it by calming down. Set thyself. Yeah. Chill, relax, fear not.
Man, it be some jakes. They come in. We do the lives on TikTok sometimes, and it be jakes. They come in there and they'll ask a simple question, and we have to take them down a specific path to give them that answer. We got to explain the history to them, this and that. But jakes be like, especially on like Deuteronomy 22. You said if a woman is, then what? Like, you can't even calm down enough to get the understanding.
Right.
Okay? Especially these women. Yo, multiple wives? What? Isaiah 4:1? No. Like, they automatically just off the rip. They can't even understand it. Like, hold on,
I'm not sharing
hold
no
on.
man.
Hold on,
I ain't
hold on.
sharing, but the last 5 niggas cheated on you in your eyes. What you mean you ain't sharing? You been sharing. What
Yeah,
you
that's
talking
the
about?
facts, man. Women, you gonna share that man regardless if you like it or not.
Shit.
You are sharing him. Okay, and first and foremost, he don't belong to you. You belong to him.
Right.
Okay? He ain't gonna share you, all right, because you are his possession.
Right.
All right, so regardless, you can't control that man. He gonna have a side piece if he wants to.
Right.
Okay, at the end of the day.
That's right.
So it be these things where, as they say, blessed are those that are not offended in me.
Right.
They're offended in the truth. You're
Right.
offended in the word.
Exactly.
Because we bring out and we explain to you the old paths, the correct ways, the ways that you may seek to prosper your life, the laws, commandments, and statutes, a standard for life, right? That you need to live. And those that hate, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, they love death. Right? You got it.
Yep. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, start at verse 12. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, start at verse 12. For who shall say, what have thou done? Or who shall withstand your judgment? Or who shall accuse thee for the nations that perish, whom you have made? You can't question the Most High. Why ask why? Why? Why ask why? Well, remember he told Ezra, do you love the creation more than I do? So what are you going to judge the nation? They need to be judged. You 2/3 Jack Negro, Christian, Latino, backsliders, you need to be judged. Well, why we got to die? One J.K. said it to me before. Well, why we got to die? Why ask why? Why you don't believe? Why you don't expect? Why you call on Cesare Bourget? Answer that first.
And that's easy to explain. The wages of sin.
Shit.
Right?
Point blank period.
It'd be like the answer is right there in the Bible, man.
Shit.
Why don't you read? That would be my question back to you.
Right.
Why don't you open your Bible? Why your Bible got dust on it?
God. Right. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 12, verse 12, second half. Whom you have made, or who shall come to stand against thee to be revenged for the unrighteous men? Ain't nobody gonna, hey, let's go get God, Yahweh, for judging America. Let's get some tiki torches and some sticks, and let's go fight Yahweh for judging America. It ain't gonna happen, Captain.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you can do about it, right? For neither is there any power but you that care for all, to whom you might show that your judgment is not unright. Beautiful. Verse 14, Wisdom of Solomon 12. Neither shall king or tyrant be able to set his face against thee for any whom you have punished. I just said that, right? For as much then as you are righteous thyself, you order all things righteously.
Yes. So when a 1-year-old is hit, a 1-year-old is took out on your phone.
Oh yeah, low battery already. Shit, I'm already low. I'm plugged it down. I'm gonna bring my plug. So we'll probably end up, if my phone cut off, go to your Ramya Gazak page. I don't know if I can put it in the in my chat. Let me see. Let me keep going though. Go ahead.
So when a 1-year-old, is took out, we have no opinion on it. Okay. We just gonna it's probably the mic.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just gonna chop it up as judgment because that's what it is.
Yep.
Okay. We understand that when you perish, when you go into the spirit world, you get your judgment. You have to come back out and serve that. So that's what that was, that 1-year-old's judgment. We're not looking at him as a child. Yeah, he's a child in the body, but in the spirit, okay, he's going back thousands of years. Okay? So this is understanding what it all means, going back into it, understanding what's going on down here, that this is what you know as the sense of hell. Okay? You're coming down here to serve out a sentence, right? So that's why that individual had to be judged how he had to be judged. Where you may look at it with a spirit, with a carnal eye, and be like, that's unfair. He was only one. No, you got to cut that shit out. That's soft. Gird up thy loins like a man. The Most High is coming through. He's judging entire households. He's judging families. He's judging cities, kids included. Stop having all this empathy and sympathy towards these people, for these people. All right, you got it.
Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon 12, verse 15. For as much then as you are righteous thyself, and he is, you order all things righteously. So when judgment comes, that's a righteous judgment. Indignation. It is what it is. It says, thinking it not agreeable with thy power to condemn him that has not deserved to be punished. For your power is the beginning of righteousness. How much more is men? Power is the beginning of righteousness. Being immortal, ruling and reigning in righteousness will be the beginning of righteousness. Will be the beginning of righteousness. That's why we look forward to immortality.
Yeah.
And because you are the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua of all, it maketh thee to be gracious unto all. Right? By having a righteous judgment. Bringing this shit to an end. That's a good thing. Verse 17, Wisdom of Solomon 12. For when men will not believe that you are full of power, you show up thy strength. What? 2 back-to-back 7.5. He show up thy strength. When you don't believe his power, he gonna show it. How much more of those that do believe his power, he gonna show it. If he's gonna show an unbeliever his power, you don't think he'll show his believer his power? You damn right he will. Let's read that again. Wisdom of Solomon 12, verse 17. For when men will not believe that you are full of power, you show up thy strength. And among them that know it, you maketh their boldness manifest. Why you think we feel the way we feel? Act the way we act. Got this swagger, this conceitedness, this arrogancy about us, man. This being honorary. He put us in us, man. Verse 18, Wisdom of Solomon 12. But you, mastering thy power, judges with equity, thus fairness. He gonna judge you, JJE, with fairness. If you deserve to be provided for, you called on the name, you hit the highways and the byways, you seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling, he got you. But if you 2/3 wicked unbeliever, JJE Latino, you in trouble. He judges with equity, fairness. You got one?
Yeah, you heathens you've been similar in all aspects, every era, man. And I'm gonna take this back to Samson with the Philistines and how they were when they got Samson and had him in handcuffs and things of that nature. And they cut his hair off and all of that, and they had him in a weakened state. But his hair began to grow back, right? And he prayed to Yahweh. I'm gonna read that insert where you were boldly, mocking, scoffing, throwing stuff at him, picking on him. How you doing right now? Same thing to us, but your entire temple, your stronghold, everything that you have is about to be destroyed, right? So this is Judges 16 and 28. And Samson called unto Yahweh and said, O Yahweh power, remember me. I pray thee and strengthen me. I pray thee only this once, O power, that I may be at once avenged of the Philistines for my 2 eyes. And Samson took hold of the 2 middle pillars upon which the house stood, and on which it was borne up, of the one with his right hand, and of the other with his left. And Samson said, let me die with the Philistines. And he bowed himself with all his might, and the house fell upon the lords and upon all the people that were therein. So the dead which he slew at his death were more than they which he slew in his life. Right? So these individuals, man, y'all gonna suffer a similar fate when you try to mock the prophets, the judges, all right, of this planet, because that's what we are at the end of the day, the rulers. Even though we are in a low state, okay, but the Most High is ultimately gonna come back and judge you for whatever you do. So you may slay some of us, all right, guillotines, however it may be, all right. You may get your hands on some of the prophets and do what you do. But the Most High has ordained it, and he's also ordained the punishment to come back on you. All right, so it's a beautiful thing, man. Judgment is a beautiful thing at the end of the day. We love to see it take place, regardless if it be kid, woman, grandma, grandfather, mother, father, child, whatever age. I love to watch the Most High work. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let his will be done. Yep. You got it.
I'll read that again. Wisdom of Solomon 12, verse 17. For when men will not believe that you are of a full power, you show off thy strength. Man, how much more Esau? Most High gonna check his ass when he think he got his new world order up, if you wish it. Most High gonna check his ass, bro. It says, you show off thy strength, and among them that know it, the hopeful elect men, you maketh their boldness manifest. Verse 18, but you, mastering your power, judge us with equity, and order us with great favor. For you may use your power when you will. Woo! Fire. You got it, Malak. What you looking for one?
Yeah, in Daniel, where it says he giveth the kingdom to
Daniel 2:44. No?
Yeah,
nah. No.
That's it? Oh, maybe. I'm gonna check it.
No, let me see. Daniel, we say in the days of these kings.
Nah, he gives the kingdom to whoever he wants.
Yeah, let me see.
I think it's like 4 and 17, maybe?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, right here, verse 17.
Yeah. 4 and 17.
Yep,
yeah.
All
right. I just gotta trust my first thought, man.
Yeah, kind of.
That'd be the spirit. That'd be the spirit.
Yeah.
All right, Daniel 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers.
Right, we're the watchers. Go ahead.
And the demand by the word of the holy ones.
The holy ones are the angels. Read that again, Bubba.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers.
Right.
And the demand by the word of the holy ones.
Right.
To the intent that the living may know.
That the living may know.
So a branch in between. We're letting you know what's really going on, what it all means.
Right.
Okay? That's what the prophets are doing. That the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Point blank, period.
Because you can't see him. Okay? He's an invisible power. All right? He's in the third heaven. So you can't lay eyes on him. You understand? But we're letting you know that he is alive and he is doing things down here. Right? This is when he's visiting this place. Okay? And giveth it to whomsoever, Salakia, he will.
Right. And now he's giving it to Nero, 47, and yet not a Jew, and Klaus Schwab, and Noah Urari, and Kill Gates, and right? That's who he's giving it to. Go ahead.
And set up over it the basis of men.
Right. Those are the bases of men. So a pig can run a planet better than Esau. A cockroach can run a planet better than Esau, man. That's why this man got to go. Go ahead.
You speaking on that, the ants, they actually, man, they run everything beautifully.
Man, ants are running better than Esau.
The ants, they work and they don't even need, orders to be given to them anymore. They automatically know what they need to do. That's why it's what they said, it's about 10 quadrillion ants on this planet, man.
Quadrillion.
Okay, so the Most High created them to be extremely efficient. That's why the scriptures say, look at the ants, because the Most High knew ants was gonna be right. They're not going extinct. Okay, the ants are gonna be there to show you how to operate, to keep it moving. They harbor up food in the summer for the winter. They plan ahead. They don't move in haste to do anything, right? So bringing out that point is just showcasing that the Most High is working in the kingdom of men. And like you said, he's established these Edomites to rule over us right now, the basis of men, the lowest of all nations, right? For a punishment, man. It's like you was acting up and your father, he went and told, he allowed your little brother, or a better example is you in class and the lamest, the weakest dude still shitting on himself or something, and the teacher allowed that individual to rule over you. You understand? That's what it's like, man. This dude has no understanding of anything, but he's allowed to be over you at this point in time. And it sucks, but it's our punishment. You got it.
The book of Psalms, chapter 74, start at verse 10. O Yahweh, how long shall the adversary reproach? Shall the enemy blaspheme thy name forever? Why withdraweth thy hand, Salaki? Why withdraweth you thy hand, even your right hand? Right? Send the angels and get him, man. Get this nigga with the angels, man. And he's doing it, but it's, you know, they're just showing themselves. You know, causing a couple of volcanic eruptions and shit. These are not nature, but he ain't let loose the angels on your ass yet, Esau. It says, pluck it out of thy bosom. Verse 12, for Yahweh is my king of old, working salvation in the midst of the earth. We believe that, man. He's still doing it, and he still will do it. You divide the sea by your strength. You break up the heads of the dragons in the water. You break up the heads of Leviathan in pieces. That's Esau Edom. And gave of him to be meat to the people inhabiting the wilderness. Point blank, period. You're gonna be put in slavery, Esau Edom, you damn devil. You got it a lot. You got it.
I'll get this. This is Isaiah 28, and I'll start at verse 12. And it speaks on a peace for Yahweh's people. And that those people are what? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Verse 12, Yahweh, thou will ordain peace for us, for thou also have wrought all our works in us. Now, what's the reason we don't have peace right now? We're not at rest. It's Esau Edom, man. All right, it's because we went off, right? We broke the laws, commandments, and statutes, and the kingdom was given to these base men, okay? So he's going to what? As you've been saying earlier, to get one kingdom, you gotta leave the other. 2nd Esdras 6-9 lets you know that, right? A transition of kingdoms has to take place. Yeah. At 2nd Esdras, what's that? Is that 10? No. Nah, the one I'm thinking about.
Transition one to another.
Yeah, that was a good one. But realm against realm. Oh yeah. I was thinking of that one too. Yep. You know, verse 13. O Yahweh, our power, other lords beside thee have had dominion over us, but by thee only will we make mention of thy name. Okay, so individuals have had dominion, authority over us. We had to pay bills, serve under these individuals, all right, live under them, do their laws, you know, all these different type of things that they have, all right, the food that they're giving to us, where we used to prepare our own food and all of that, but now we got to eat stuff that's strangled. You know, it may be sacrificed to other gods, all right? But we understand through 1 Corinthians, the 8th chapter, you know, we pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All this food is defiled, okay? So you gotta go to the grocery store and buy some shit, and they don't prepare it the correct way, in the proper way. So we pray over it, yep. Right? We don't just sit back and be, I'm not eating this because Esau, no, man. You know,
everything Esau touched.
Yeah.
We shall eat our food defiled among the heathen.
Yep. Verse 14. They are dead, they shall not live, they are decreased, they are deceased, Salakia, they shall not rise. Therefore hast thou visited and destroyed them and made all their memory to perish. And as we read earlier, you know, these are the beginning of sorrows, right? All these things that's happening, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So all this stuff is taking place. And it's beautiful to see it because this is ultimately what's going to happen. We're going to have peace. We're going to have rest. So more earthquakes have to happen. More volcanoes erupt. WW3, MOTB, digital ID, all this type of stuff has to take place. Ultimately, for us to get to where we need to get to, that destination with us in power, in rulership. Verse 15, thou hast increased the nation, O Yahweh, thou hast increased the nation. Thou art glorified, thou hadst removed it far unto all the ends of the earth. Yahweh, in trouble have they visited thee. They poured out a prayer when thy chastening was upon them. Like as a woman with child that draweth near the time of her delivery, is in pain and crieth out in her pains, so have we been in thy sight, O Yahweh, in birth pains. We have been with child, we have been in pain, we have as it were brought forth when we have not wrought any deliverance in the earth, neither have the inhabitants of the world fallen. Thy dead men shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise, awake and sing, ye that dwell in dust, for thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead. Meaning that these heathens will no longer be in rulership. Thy dead men shall live, which is talking about us, that valley of dry bones, brought back to life. Revelations 11 and 8 speaks upon it. All right, as well, going downward, you know what I'm saying? So we are back, we are quickened, having a mind of Hamashiach, quickened back to life, being in this truth. The only way that you truly living is to be in this truth. All right? Some people are just, they got breath. Well, they really don't got breath. They're just alive, but they're not living because they don't understand what life is about. I said this last night to my son, man. It's a torment to live and not to know how to take care of your body.
Right.
Okay? That's torture, man. To be in this body, it's like you trapped in this thing and you don't know what to do with it.
Right.
You know? So that's how we were. We were dead. Right. We didn't know our purpose. We didn't know what it all meant.
Right.
You got it?
Yeah, I did a title of the video. It's called With God's on Punishment.
Yeah,
With little G's on punishment. And just imagine putting a God on punishment. A God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course, we're not Yahweh, but we're chips off the old block.
Yep.
We're chips off the old block of Yahweh Shai. So we're little G's on punishment. You know what I mean? Like we was talking about yesterday, this has been a long punishment, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking forward to because we got it now. We get it. Sin is our kryptonite. We get it. No more sin. We hate sin, bro. That's why we hate unbelievers.
Yeah, Yahweh Ratazah, we go back to those angels, man, that was creating the earth with Yahweh Shai. So we, in that sense, understanding that is our position, our spirits is like we want to create.
Yes.
We want to be in a position of power, man.
Yes.
We looking at things and our spirit, no, we didn't create a tree to come out of concrete. Man, hell no.
Right.
This ain't what we had in the beginning. Oh, we created a paradise.
Man.
And this devil has taken and made it, the farthest thing from that.
Farthest thing from it.
I was watching, like I said, I'll be watching Baki, and they brought back this dude, Masashi Miyamoto, a great samurai warrior, one of the greatest ever, right? And he was like, is this stone that I'm walking on?
You couldn't believe it.
Cause he couldn't believe it.
What the fuck is this?
Because 400 years ago in Japan, they was working on grass and dirt.
Yeah.
So he was like, what is this?
Stone.
So it was like, it was wild to him.
He couldn't believe it.
Yeah. And now he back and he was beating up everybody because he's far stronger, superior to them. All right. So he was telling them, I'm a warrior. We fight, and every fight leads to death. Y'all are just kung fu fighters. Y'all fight, y'all lose, and then y'all come back and fight again.
Right.
So war to him it is either life or death.
Right.
And he never lost a battle.
It was an end result to it.
So he fought completely different towards how they fought.
Right. How much more Yahweh Shai?
Exactly.
Yahweh Shai ain't coming to whoop Esau ass and then
let him live.
Yeah, let's go. No.
Nah.
What's it called? A strategical strike. A kill shot. That's it.
You got to understand the old world, bro. It was brutal.
Man.
Okay. Men was
garments rolled in blood.
Yes.
Okay. You know what that is? You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I heard it before.
I get it. Go ahead.
But yeah, the point being is, the old world, the old paths are far more strict. Okay. It's the earth has been softened. It has been weakened under this devil. Where you're in a cupcake mindset. You have more empathy and sympathy than you should have. Okay? This is not the proper way to live. Everybody's soft. All right? That's what we're seeing, man. Everybody is soft, man. Under this world, man. Under this rulership. And that destroys this place. Even down to the plants and the food. Where the seeds, there's no seed in the fruits and vegetables and things of that nature, right? So everything is weakened. With, most importantly, your mindset is weakened. So we have to reform, turn back to the old path, to the correct way, to our proper culture, to that standard of living, that standard of life, right? To make it up out of here, man. You got it?
Yep. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. That's how, what was his name, Master?
Mushati Miyamoto.
He understood this. How much more us? How much more Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warriors with confused noise,
Yeah.
and garments rolled in blood, putting people to death. Ain't no negotiating after, no, I'm putting you to death. You gotta go. Somebody gotta go. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So the Most High gonna bring this war. Ain't gonna no more confused noise or garments rolled in blood. This war, this battle shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Woo.
I see being this.
That's right. That's right. Yep. You got one. I got one.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Isaiah 12, start at verse 1. And in that day you shall say, O Yahweh, I will praise thee, though you was angry with me by giving Esau Edom our world, putting us under the base of men. It says, your anger is turned away. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that the Most High's anger is turned away. And you comfortest me, us, the hopeful elect men, the 1/3 men, women, and children. Behold, Yahweh is my salvation, provision, deliverance, power, preservation. I will trust and not be afraid, for the Lord Yahweh is my strength and my song. He also has become my salvation. Therefore, with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. And in that day shall ye say, praise the Lord Yahweh, call upon his name, declare his doings among the people, make mention that his name is exalted. Sing unto the Lord Yahweh, for he has done excellent things. This is known in all the earth. Isaiah 12 verse 6. Cry out and shout, thou inhabitant of Zion, for great is the Holy One of Israel in the midst of thee. Point blank period. And I believe my channel, my phone about to go out. And if it does, go to Yoramia Kazak and type that in, you'll find it.
Everlasting Mercy 144.
Say it again.
Everlasting Mercy 144.
Go to Everlasting Mercy 144 and finish when if my phone go out. I'm pretty sure in a few minutes it will. We're about to close in a little bit anyway. Go ahead, Malak, you got it.
1 second.
Take your time.
I'm gonna go in Exodus 1 and 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph, and he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. Right? We built up those cities in Egypt. Back then, Egypt was not what you know as it is now. It wasn't like a desert, oasis. And it ain't no oasis, but it wasn't a desert. Okay, it was water. It was built up. It was nice. You know, that was the main empire of the world. Just how America is the main empire of the world. So we were in what they call the place to be. Okay, people were rising up against Egypt, the Hivites, the Hittites, the Canaanites, etc. All right, and they were getting destroyed. They were getting beat. Okay, and we were in the midst of them. All right, similar how it is. You know, you got Jake in the military. Israelites would have fought in the military of the Egyptians as well. Things of that nature. Just how we fought in the military of the Romans. You know, I did a lesson yesterday going into Job and Cornelius. Because these individuals, man, they talk about, he's not an Israelite because he's a centurion. Well, I'm like, damn, I guess I'm not an Israelite because I was a centurion in the military. Right. All right, so I guess I'm not an Israelite then. Right. Just because I was a centurion in Rome 2.0. Right? This shit makes no sense, man. You know? We we in these places, we subject to these places, okay, and we do what we gotta do. You know? So you got Israelites in the military. Matter of fact, being in the, I know it's majority Israelites, man. It's a lot of Israelites. Okay? So the point being over here is that we still multiplied. Verse 12. And the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. So that goes into our characteristics, into our mental capacity. Where we are under pressure, we still multiply, man. You know? And that's how we are. This is why they fear us, even until this day, because they have all these nations coming at them. And what if Jake began to go at them as well? So Pharaoh, being Nero 47, is in that same similar mindset. And what is Yahweh doing to him? He's hardening his heart, right? So they fear us because we are now the majority. If you add up the, Judah, so-called blacks, all right, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you got, what they say, about 80 million Hispanics that's on record. And then you got the migrants that's in this land, and then you got the Southern Kingdom. We are a majority now. And then furthermore, hey, one Israelite could beat, easily 4 Edomites, okay? So they are fearful. They are terrified. And then you add Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah to the equation. We're going to see the Lord use these 2/3 to mess up a lot of these Edomites, even at this point in time, which we've seen that with them burning down the gas station and things of that nature with all these little cases going on. So they're rousing up Judah. So our mental aspect is under this pressure, under this servitude, under this slavery, we still multiply. We still get tougher and stronger and build each other up, man. How much more in this brotherhood? All right, it's a phenomenon. Okay, how in this we've came back to this truth, man, and we've gotten stronger. We've actually become real men now. You got it.
Yep. Lord willing, maybe close out on this. Lord willing, if you got this, catch up with you. Luke 21, start at verse 34. Luke 21, start at verse 34. Words and read of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. Luke 21, verse 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your heart be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. Verse 35. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the earth. Damn. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. What does it all mean? We just proved that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You got one?
Yeah, I mean, hey, to be counted worthy, right? It does something to you mentally, okay? It does something to you spiritually. Having that faith, having much faith, it takes you to another level that these peons, these simpletons do not have. Because we believe in a power, and our power is far superior than anything they believe in. So our strong tower is far larger and tougher and can withstand more than their strong tower. Our mental capacity, our spiritual base, our foundation is tougher. So when that storm comes and it starts pulling up all these weak foundations, we are what? We that brick house.
That's right.
We got the 3 little pigs.
Yep.
Okay? We are that brick house. 3 little pigs. Hey, 3 little pigs really just hit me right now. It's like the wicked, the sons of the wicked, the sons of men, and the sons of God.
That's right.
We that brick house, baby.
Spirit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we are gonna remain standing, all right, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So or it can be 2/3, however you want to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we are that brick house, the elect. Yahweh Ratazah, we be of that number. Right. So keep your faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's what's keeping it all together. That's keeping you standing. That's keeping your legs standing. That's keeping your foundation strong. Because it's built up in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Not in fame, not in money, not in the intention to chase women, such as this dude. He's still a pimp, man. The Hakai dude.
Deacon Nigga.
You know, these goofies, man. Not in going on these podcasts. You know, this dude Tazariak did 1 Hebrew Israelite versus 10 Christians. What's the point of that dumb shit, bro? You know what I'm saying? So, no, their foundations are not built up the proper and correct way, which is with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It's built up in filthy lucre's sake, you know? So that's all I got.
Yeah, so Lord willing, we got to find to the point. This has been, what does it all mean with the brothers, Kawas and Yeramya? Lord willing, we got to find to the point. We're going to turn to the east and give all praise to our power.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Once again, double honor to the apostles, elder bishops, the great millstones, that taught us this truth that rule well. Peace and salutation to the 144 elect. To the next one, Israel. To you, we say Shalom. And a Bob Babal, DTA. We got next. Shalom.
Keep the faith.
Keep the faith. I think mine cut off. No, here it is. It's still on. Hold on, Israel. Yeah, there we go. I got to make it brighter. Bear with me, Israel.